Hi, it's Kristen and Blue here to talk to you about day 4. And day 4, the theme is faith. And again, the most prominent story of faith over the holiday season in the United States is that of Christianity, or Jesus' birth. There's a lot of people who say that Jesus is the reason for the season. But again, this is not the only holiday that is celebrated, this faith holiday that's celebrated this time of year. There's Hanukkah, there's Kwanzaa, there's solstice, there's like more that I'm sure I don't even know about. When we think about faith, for me, again, I was raised Catholic. I don't make a secret of that. And so it was all about Jesus and all about midnight mass. My sister and I used to play flutes for the midnight mass with the choir, and so our family would gather. We'd go in a little bit early to get our last minute practice in. Then there'd be a party after midnight mass, after we played our flutes. One of my brothers, maybe more than one of my brothers, I think, took part in the processional where they played the roles of Mary and Joseph. Well, they didn't get to be Mary, and they didn't have it when my sister and I were little that I know of. So they got to play the role of Joseph and parade up in front of the church, and just like this whole big thing. We start celebrating, preparing for the holidays with the first of Advent, which starts on December 1st. Yada, 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 right? But for you, if you didn't grow up Christian, again, or if you did, either one, and you, maybe you've broken away from your faith, maybe the Christmas holiday is the one time of the year that you enjoy celebrating still that same way. Sorry, Mickey. Mickey says, come on, we're done. Hey, stop. Come on. Sorry about that. Anyway, so and again, because Christianity is the prevalent and most talked about, and lately like the most pouted about holiday of this time of year, that it's become not politically correct to say Merry Christmas, but I don't know. I think that like if that's something that you feel strongly about, then I always try to say Happy Holidays now, just because it feels more inclusive of everyone else. But if this particular religious holiday is super important to you, then I can understand why you might be offended when somebody tells you, when you wish them a Merry Christmas, meaning to be like happy and merry about it, and somebody like throws it back in your face. I can understand why that might not feel good. So, but at the same time, I can also understand from the other perspective that if that isn't the holiday that you celebrate, that you can get really sick and tired of everybody saying it to you and not appreciating your perspective and your point of view. So either way, I understand whatever your role is. And again, your job today is to think about what faith means to you during the holiday season, how you were raised, whether or not you still want to adapt that. Are there certain parts of your family's faith tradition that you want to keep, but other parts you want to throw out? Really just looking and examining this for you right now today. Sorry, the dogs are having none of this. So I'll try to wrap it up early today. And again, give yourself a number from 0 to 5. How important is this to you? And we'll talk about that on my wrap up on day 6, actually, on what to do with that and how to understand it and how to use those numbers to help you understand other members of your family or your friends or people that are close to you, and where the conflict might come over the holiday season. That's where I'll talk about that in the wrap up. So make sure you give yourself a number. Think about all the aspects, just as we've been talking about all along, of how meaningful this is to you still, or not, and how society's expectations and should and musts, whether or not you agree with that or don't agree with that, how has that affected the way that you view the holiday? So I will sign off so the dogs will quit nudging me, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.